I'm going to tell you how I started my business. And the key theme of my conversation with you is the importance of jeopardy.
Students on the Lancaster MBA attended a lecture given by Wilfred Emmanuel-Jones, better known as the Black Farmer. Born in Jamaica and raised in inner-city Birmingham, he started his working life as a chef before his big break in television. After setting up a food and drink marketing agency, he fulfilled his dream of becoming a farmer and is now passionate about developing his Black Farmer brand.
Well, what am I going to call this brand that has real standout? One day it came to me. All of my next door neighbors used to call me the Black Farmer. And I thought, well, bloody hell, that's a pretty good brand name. Not only is it a really good brand name, but it had jeopardy. Jeopardy is all about changing the rules. It's about challenging the status quo. And it's those people who are courageous enough to challenge the status quo who bring about change. They don't accept things as the norm. And I believe that all businesses should make sure that there's some element of jeopardy somewhere in what they do. When Richard Branson launched the Virgin brand, using the word virgin in public had a lot of jeopardy. By having a brand that has a lot of jeopardy in it, gets lots of people talking about it, because people, first of all, having a brand called the Black Farmer, people started thinking, Black Farmer? Well, shit, you know, are there any black farmers? Is he the only black farmer? There's already a conversation starting. The most important thing about studying for business is to understand that learning the theory ain't enough to run a successful business. Is that they need to understand it's also down to them personally and what personal courage that they need to have to make their business successful. I have never ever done any above the line marketing of my brand in 7 years. All the work that I've ever done is below the line. The thing about below the line is word of mouth. So if a friend says to you, that film is great, you're more likely to go and watch that film than if you see an advert telling you that film is great. And what is fascinating about the world that you're now in is that I launched my business at the time of the big social networking revolution. And what is fascinating about that is that in the past, big figures did business with each other and the consumer really didn't sort of get involved that much. But nowadays, the consumer has far more power and they want to get far more involved in what you're doing.
He's running something that it's alive, something that it's really, really moving, that actually his success or failure depends on what he does every day.
I think this is very important for us, it's kind of like, it's helped us to develop our confidence.
Having got the jeopardy, having got the brand name, I went to see all of the supermarkets to ask them to list the products. Every one of them said no. But the one thing I knew was this, is that the only people that the supermarkets fear are the consumers. So this is what I decided to do. I built a website, and on that website I had every single one of the buyers' telephone numbers, their address, everything about them on this website. And then I went around the country and I did a massive free sampling, just went around to all consumers and just sampled the products to them. And I'd simply say to them, if you really like this product, I just want you to do me one favor. I just want you to go onto my website, email the buyer and demand that they list this product. And as God is my witness, that's how I got my listing in the supermarkets, because of my consumer.
I think one of the most important opportunities that this offers, apart from the speaker itself, is the networking, particularly for our students, that the full-time students have one set of skills and knowledge that they bring, and the executive MBA students have something slightly different. So it's great for them to actually meet each other and to mix and mingle.
As Corporate Relations Manager, my work is primarily with businesses, and it's great to see our business partners here tonight mixing with our full-time and executive MBA students and also some of our alumni. So really making it a community.
It sort of ties in with everything we've been taught so far about the fact that you need to be different.
A couple of weeks ago, we got our first new venture challenge, in which we have to help some new companies or new ventures to go ahead with a business plan. So this is helping a lot, just to be in the shoes of somebody that it's really running a business.
There's nothing wrong in learning the theory. I mean, I'm all for learning the theory, but I've done it. And there's, I think, to hear it from the horse's mouth, as it were, somebody who's been on that journey, really does supplement the academic education.
The Lancaster MBA, engaging senior strategic leaders.